Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss the last problem of Leetcode Weekly Contest 435, which is maximum difference between even and odd frequency 2. So what is the problem? We are given a string s and an integer k. Our task is to find maximum difference between the frequency of two characters, frequency a minus frequency b, in a substring subs of s, such that subs has a size of at least k. Character a has an odd frequency and character b has an even frequency. We have to return the maximum difference. So let's take the first example, 1 2 2 3 3. Okay, 1 2 2 3 3. So let's say we take the first four characters. If we take the first four characters, this will be 1 2 2 3. Now we can take any two characters from here, where the first character has odd frequency and the second character has even frequency. Let's say our first character is 1 and the second character is 2. So 1 has a frequency of 1 and 2 has a frequency of 2. So our answer will be the odd frequency minus even frequency. So answer will be 1 minus 2. So you can take every possible substring and every possible character in that substring, and you can find this value, and we have to maximize this value. So our answer, if you check all the substring, our answer will be minus 1. Okay, so let's take the second example, 1 1 2 2 2 1 1. Okay, 1 1 2 2 2 1 1. Okay, now what is the answer for this? The answer for this is 1. How? Because if we take the substring for first five characters, then 2 has a frequency of 5 and 1 has a frequency of 2. Oh, sorry, 2 has a frequency of 3 and 1 has a frequency of 2. So we have to take the difference between odd frequency 3 minus even frequency 2. So our answer will be 1. Okay, I hope you get it. Now let's come to the observations, how we are going to solve this problem. Okay, so let's look at the constants. Constants on s is 3 into 10 to the power 4, but here one thing to observe here is that s consists of only string 0 to 4. Okay, now how I have solved this problem. The input is generated at least one substring. I have not seen this constant. What it says, the input is generated that at least one substring has a character with an even frequency uh, and a character with an odd frequency. So answer obviously exists. So one thing that is not mentioned in the problem statement, and like I solved this problem without that constant, and it was giving me wa, is that we have to take consider a string. Okay, we have to consider a string where the odd frequency is greater than 0 and even frequency is greater than 0, because we may take that 0 is a even frequency. I thought 0 is a even frequency. So let's say we have something like 1 1 1 1 1, then all odd frequency is 5, 1 has odd frequency of 5, and let's say 2 has even frequency of 0. So I thought the answer will be 5, but that is not the case. We have to consider the even frequency which is greater than 0. That means the even frequency could be 2 or 4 or something like that. Now, as the character values are from 0 to 4. The character values are 0 to 4. So that means total 5 values are present. So how I have solved this problem, I have done brute force solution. The brute force solution is that I will fix the odd frequency character and I will fix the even frequency character. So that is first observation here, is that I will fix the odd frequency character and I will fix the even frequency character. So let's take this 1 2 2 3 3. Let's say we have fixed the odd frequency character. Let's call it odd frequency character. Odd frequency character will be our 1 and even frequency character will be our 2. Okay, so now I have transformed the given array with this value, odd frequency 1 and even frequency 2. So if odd frequency is 1, I am changing the value of that index with 1, and if the element is even frequency element, we are changing the value to minus 1. So let's take transform this array with the operation I have mentioned. So we have 1 2 2 3 3. Now odd frequency is 1, so we'll change the value of 1 to 1. Okay, and 2 to minus 1. So our array will become 1 minus 1 minus 1, and other than that, odd frequency and even frequency element will change the other values to 0. Okay, now after transforming, our question becomes we have to find maximum subarray sum. We have to find the maximum subarray sum, because we have to take sum of odd frequency minus sum of even frequency. So we have to take maximum subarray sum. So let me write it. we have to find the maximum Savary sum. uh, uh, let's make it bold. Okay. Okay, let me make it bold. So you have to find maximum sub-array sum such that size is greater than k. That is our first important thing. Size is greater than equals to k. And the second important thing, that the odd frequency is greater than equals to 0, 0, and even frequency is also greater than equals to greater than 0. Odd frequency is greater than 0 and even frequency is greater than 0. So we have to find the maximum sub-array sum in the this array, transformed array, such that odd frequency is greater than equals to 0 and even frequency is greater than equals to 0. Okay, now how we are going to solve this? So for that, what I am finding is that so at the end we have to find such that odd parity of odd frequency, or parity of odd frequency should be 1, and parity of even frequency should be 0. Okay, so parity of odd frequency is 1 and parity of even frequency is 0. I hope you get it. Now how we are going to solve this is that we'll try to find, we'll iterate this array. Okay, we'll iterate this array and we'll try to find the odd frequency and even frequency, minimum value achieved with odd frequency and even frequency. Let me explain, you will understand it better. Okay, so initially odd frequency is 0 and even frequency is 0. Okay, we have not taken any element. Now let's consider we are iterating over 1 minus 1 minus 1 0 0. Now whenever we are at 1, okay, that means our odd frequency will be incremented to 1. Okay, odd frequency is 1 and even frequency is 0. Whenever we are encountering minus 1, our odd frequency will not change and even frequency will change by 1. So now our odd frequency is 1 and even frequency is again 1. Now when we are at the third element, our odd frequency will again change. Sorry, not odd frequency will not change because this is even element, so it will be 1 and parity of the even frequency will be 0. Okay, the even frequency will be 2, the parity of the even frequency will be 0. Okay, now we have to achieve this position 1 comma 0. Okay, we have to achieve this position 1 comma 0. So we have achieved it. Now at any position we are also maintaining one sum. Okay, one sum. So initially the sum is 0, we are encountering 1, so our sum will be 1. We are encountering minus 1, so our sum will be 0. And when we are encountering minus 1, our sum will be minus 1. Okay, so we will try to find, when we are getting 1 0, we will try to find the minimum value achieved at 1 comma 0 earlier, sorry, minimum value achieved at 0 comma 0 earlier. So we will try to find the minimum value achieved at 0 comma 0 earlier. Okay, that is the question. So we let's say our sum is s and minimum value achieved at 0 comma 0 will be, let's say, d00. So our answer will be s minus d00. Now you are saying that will we only consider when our odd frequency is 1 and even frequency is 0? No. Okay, let's say currently our odd frequency is 1 and even frequency is 1. Now we have to take some array such that in the sub array the odd frequency is 1 and even frequency is 0. Okay, so let's say p XOR 1 equals to 1, p odd XOR 1 equals to 1, and p even XOR 0 equals to 0. That means our in the subarray we have to take the minimum value such that this will be p0 XOR 1 equals to 1, that means this is 0, and p even XOR 0 equals to 0, this means 0 1. So if we have this case 1 1, then our answer will be s minus d 0 comma 1. I hope you get it. If you are not getting it, you can take some examples, you will understand what I am trying to say. Okay, so we have to take in that subarray the odd frequency is 1 and even frequency is 0. That's what we have to take, and that's why we are taking the XOR here. I hope you get it. Now also we have to consider one case that size is greater than equals to k. Okay, and odd frequency is greater than 0 and even frequency is greater than 0. So how I am handling this in my code, I will explain now. So let's jump into the code. So this part is for transforming the array into 1 and minus 1s. Okay, so if the current character is I, we are pushing back 1. If the current character is j, we are pushing back minus 1, otherwise we are pushing back 0. Okay, now this part is important, solve. Okay, how we are handling solve. Okay, so initially S22 is this one, D array. D array is our S array. So D00 means that what is the minimum value such that we achieve that with even frequency parity and odd frequency parity. Okay, uh, so initially odd frequency parity is 0 and even frequency parity is 0. Okay, and initial sum is also 0. Last is, what does last mean? Last mean is that what is the last value we have changed, what is the last time we have changed D. Okay, what is the last index we have changed D? That is important. I will explain you. Now initially we have pre. What does pre means? Pre means we will maintain these things. We will, for every index we are maintaining these three things. One is the sum C, one is the sum C, and the second one is odd frequency parity, odd frequency, and another one is even frequency at the current index. So for each index we are maintaining C, sum till this index, odd frequency till this index, and even frequency till this index. Okay, I hope you get it. Now we are incrementing the value of C by 1. Now if AI equals to 1, that means this is odd parity. So we are incrementing the value of odd parity. And if it is AI equals to minus 1, we are incrementing the value of even parity. Okay. Now here comes the case when we have to consider that I minus last is greater than equals to k. That means the last time we have modified the values in S, that is greater than equals to k. So this time we have to modify the value of k. Okay, sorry, modify the value of the last element. Okay, so while I minus last greater than equals to k, we will continue the loop. Now we have to check that if odd parity is same as the last one, odd parity is same as the last one, that means from last till this index we have not encountered any odd parity element. Similarly, we have not encountered any even parity element, so this condition is not getting satisfied, that odd frequency is greater than 0 and even frequency is greater than 0. So if any of these conditions are not satisfied, we are breaking from the array. Okay, and otherwise we are incrementing the value of last and modifying the this is the parity, odd parity, and this is the even parity of the last index. Okay, I hope you get it. uh, this part is just modifying the value of is odd parity, even parity with the previous sum. Okay, now if I greater than equals to k, so we have encountered one array of length k. Okay, we have encountered an array with length, sub array with length greater than equals to k. Now our odd parity required is 1 or op modulo 2. So this is odd, this calculation we are doing, that is, this is odd parity required and this is even parity required. Okay, so odd parity required is 1 or op modulo 2 and even parity required is ep modulo 2. Okay, now if s opr and ep are not equals to inf, that means that we have set the value of s already, then answer will be maximum of answer comma current sum minus minimum sum of odd parity required and even parity required. Okay, I hope you get it. So for every value, possible value of odd parity element and even parity element, we are calculating the value of answer, and at the end answer will be maximum of all those values. Okay, I hope you get it. This problem is also quite interesting, and this requires a lot of thinking. Now what will be the overall time complexity? So for every possible value of odd parity element and even parity element, we are generating our answer. So overall time complexity is order of n into 25. So overall time complexity is our order of 25 into n. Okay, if you have any doubt in any part of the explanation or code, you can write in the comment section. I will try to reply each and every comment. I will also provide the link of the code in the description box. You can check that out too. If you find this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also share among your peers. Thank you.